Hi guys! Welcome to Financial Ninja Japan. This time, I'll be talking about 2024, the new NISA's 5 amazing improvements. About my profile, for those interested, please have a look. So, today's topic, a new NISA system that will start from January 2024 has been announced in December 2022. What is NISA? NISA stands for Nippon Individual Savings Account. It allows people living in Japan to invest in the stock market without paying tax on their capital gains or dividends. Before diving further into new NISA, I highly recommend to get a basic understanding of NISA first. You can start by checking out my previous video about NISA's basic concepts and its mechanism behind. This time, the new changes are mind-blowing. In this video, I will share the new NISA's 5 amazing improvements, and once you finish watching, you should be able to have a strong foundational knowledge about the new NISA system. Please watch until the end. The conclusion, the 5 amazing improvements of the new NISA are the ability to use simultaneously with the old NISA system, total lifetime investment allowance of 18 million yen, total lifetime allowance can be used as quickly as in 5 years, the tax-free period is indefinite, and lifetime allowance is recyclable. The first point, you can use together with the old NISA system. So the old NISA systems are General NISA and Tsumitate NISA. For General NISA, the annual limit is 1.2 million times 5 years, which gives you a total lifetime investment allowance of 6 million. For Tsumitate NISA, you have an annual limit of 0.4 million times 20 years, which gives you a total lifetime investment allowance of 8 million. Under the current old NISA, combination is not allowed, so you need to choose either of them. Good news for those who already have started Tsumitate NISA. Yes, from 2024 onwards, you won't be able to invest using Tsumitate NISA anymore, but for investments made until 2023, you'll still be guaranteed for that 20-year tax-free period until 2042. Let's say you had invested 0.4 million in 6 years' time between the period of 2018 to 2023, which gives you a total of 2.4 million investment. You'll have the unfair advantage of starting early. Let me explain more here. The new NISA's total lifetime investment allowance is 18 million. If you combine both the old and new systems, for Tsumitate NISA 2.4 million, where you invested from 2018 to 2023, plus the new NISA of 18 million, your total lifetime investment will be over 20 million. For those who are planning to only start in 2024, think about the opportunity loss incurred that you might have missed out. So start now. This also applies to General NISA. Same as Tsumitate NISA, from 2024 onward, you won't be able to invest it in anymore, but for investments made until 2023, you'll still be guaranteed for that 5-year tax-free period. Amazing improvement. It gives you a total lifetime investment allowance 18 million. Yes, the total lifetime allowance has been increased substantially. Here's the overview. The 18 million total allowance is based only on the purchase price, not on the current market price, which includes your unrealized capital gains. For example, from that 18 million allowance, you use 1 million to buy Fund A, and that Fund A grew to 2 million. Your remaining allowance will be not 18 minus 2 million of the market price, but 18 minus 1 million of that purchase price, which gives you the 17 million allowance remaining. Within the 18 million allowance, no matter how much your fund's gonna grow, they're based on the purchase price, not the current market price. Let's take a look on its breakdown. There are Tsumitate quota and growth quota. Tsumitate quota has the same eligible funds as the old Tsumitate NISA's fund lineups. Out of the 6,000 funds, only 220 funds are eligible for Tsumitate quota. And these excellent funds are carefully selected by the FSA. You can invest the whole 18 million allowance into the Tsumitate quota itself. On the other hand, within that 18 million allowance, only 12 million can be used at max to invest into growth quota. And a growth quota includes listed stocks and ETFs. Here are some of the examples. Example 1, you invest the whole 18 million allowance in the Tsumitate quota. Example 2, you only invest 8 million in Tsumitate quota and another 10 million in growth quota. Example 3, you invest 6 million in Tsumitate quota and 12 million in growth quota. What you cannot do is in example 4, where you invest 3 million in Tsumitate quota and another 15 million in growth quota, because the maximum limit for growth quota is 12 million. Sorry, this is 18 and 12, and you cannot invest growth quota more than that. The third amazing advantage of the new NISA is that the total lifetime allowance can be used up as quickly as in 5 years. As mentioned, the new NISA has a 18 million total lifetime allowance, but the annual contribution limit is actually set at 3.6 million per year. This is important. Hence, you get this 5 years by dividing 18 from 3.6. There's no need to use up as quickly as in 5 years, because you would need to invest 300k per month. You can always invest 100k per month, which gives you 1.2 million per year, and it'll take you 15 years to reach that 80 million total allowance. You can also invest less than that, For example, 50K per month, which will take you 30 years to achieve that 18 million allowance. Invest at your own pace until the whole 18 million allowance is maxed out. The tax-free period is indefinite. Yes, limited tax-free periods disappear in the new NISA. With the old Tsumitate NISA, the tax-free period is 20 years, and you get to only enjoy up to 20 years of tax-free benefits. For new NISA, however, the tax-free eligibility apply to investments made from any period from 2024. You'll be able to enjoy tax-free benefits indefinitely. Technically, you can even start from 2050, sell it in 2100 years, and still enjoy the tax-free benefit. Of course, provided it still maintains such a system. I talked about how you can max out the 18 million allowance as short as in 5 years. You could also do it at your own pace, say in 50 years time. Made possible thanks to the tax-free period being made eternal. As long as the 18 million and 3.6 million rules are strictly followed, no matter which period you start investing, you'll get to enjoy the tax-free benefits eternally, unlike the old NISA. The fifth amazing advantage of the new NISA is that lifetime allowance is recyclable. Yes, the total 18 million lifetime allowance will be reinstated after a sale. For instance, even if you fully use up the total lifetime allowance of 18 million, if you sell, say 3 million out of it, another 3 million will be restored to your lifetime allowance. Of course, there are always rules. The annual contribution limit is set at 3.6 million as mentioned. What does it mean? Let's assume that in 2030, you had fully maxed out the annual limit of 3.6 million. At this time, you begin selling a 1 million fund that you purchased in 2029. Yes, that 1 million will be restored to your lifetime allowance, but your annual contribution limit for 2030 still remains at 3.6 million, not 4.6 million. In other words, once you've maxed out your annual limit, you cannot invest more than that for that particular year. The 1 million allowance restoration will only be used in the following year. If there's no such 3.6 million annual rule, as long as within the 18 million limit, people could actually sell and buy freely at any given time. You buy a fund, then sell it once you make a profit. You get tax-free gains. Then you get your tax-free allowance restored, and then you buy another new fund. Sell it again once you make a profit. This will have become trading, of course, provided if you can consistently beat the market. This strategy does not align with the purpose of NISA in the first place. Here's some of my thoughts. Although this feature of recycling makes the new NISA the almighty investment vehicle, personally, I don't recommend the buy, sell, buy again strategy. Buy and hold should always be your mantra for long-term gains, because investing should be boring. However, we cannot predict what might happen to our lives. This feature could help meet our various life event needs. For instance, dream wedding, buying a home, or kids' education. Okay, it's summary time. In today's video, I've covered the new NISA's 5 amazing improvements, which are the ability to use simultaneously with the current NISA, total lifetime investment allowance of 18 million, total lifetime allowance can be maxed out as quickly as in 5 years, tax-free period is indefinite, and lifetime cycle is recyclable. Here's a summary of it. Once you start your NISA journey, you'll be on your way to unlocking one of the 5 superpowers the rich have mastered, which is the power of increasing. If you're interested to know what are the 5 superpowers, feel free to check this out. That's it. If you think this video is beneficial, please share it to your friends living in Japan. Hit that like button and subscribe to it. You can also comment for questions or any topics you'd like me to share. Today is the youngest day in the rest of your life. Just open a brokerage account if you haven't already. Thanks guys! Happy learning and happy investing!